We're going to start with a collective reading. And then if you have some questions, I have $28 questions, 1 card, bottom of the deck, and $44 readings if you want a full one. Members, you guys get that for free. So if you are a paid member, yours is free. If you guys want to join my membership and help support this channel, my business, and these readings, and you want freebies, please go to my website, jks1111.com, and purchase yourself a membership. All right. Hey, Steven. Hi, Fleeky. Hi, Mysterious World and Bree. Good to see you guys. Hi, Angie and Sunval. Hi. All right. So we're going to get in. What is this week going to bring you with love? Hello from Australia. All right, Spirit, show us what this week is going to bring for love. Wow, you guys got the past life relationship card. You have known each other before. All right, so it does look like you're going to be with someone you've already been with before. They are going to express some feelings for you. All right, let's take a look. You guys probably already know who this is. You're probably already talking to this person. It looks like things are going good. Looks like your relationship's kind of going a little bit ahead. It's just going forward. I see a lot of physical touch, sexual energy between the two of you. So a lot of passion, romance, flirtation. All right. A lot of desire. All right, let's see who this person is. Wow, okay. All right, so bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. And this is in the upright. So this person from the past, kind of a burden, kind of a problem, kind of a pain in the butt, but you love them or you love her, okay? This person hasn't really made up their mind about you. They've been unsure for a while. They kind of play the field a little bit. They do kind of make you feel like an option at times. I can see that. But you guys have remained close throughout your connection. So there's a lot of friendliness. There's a lot of, deep connection, deep conversations. And I think the most important thing is you guys have a mutual affection for one another. You guys both feel the same way about each other, okay? So that hasn't changed. I do see this person honestly just holds back with you. And you're trying to figure out why. Because, come on, why are you holding back? If you like me so much. But I think a lot of the reasons they hold back is there's some issues that they do have with commitment. And I don't know if that's because they just don't want to commit to you or they don't like commitment in general, but there is definitely some commitment issues, okay? They're very, very stubborn. However, they would make a great partner, and that's what you know, that's what you see. I definitely get the feeling you're like, this person is marriage material. You've considered them. And I feel like if there was a third party, previous relationship, which probably felt more like a marriage, I do feel that that connection is dead. And they're going to be reaching more out to you. However, they try really hard to restrict their feelings for you. Physically, sexually is what I mean. Like, this is the kind of person that gets control of themselves and holds back because they don't really want to rush you or push you to push you to an uncomfortable limit. So I see this person does have a lot of self-control. If they really wanted to just do everything they wanted with you, they would definitely sleep with you physically do sexual things with you, and it would probably hurt your feelings because they don't bring that commitment. So they're holding back. But here's why I think this person loves you. Because why would they hold back with someone they didn't love? Why would they try not to hurt you? Okay. There's a little bit of, I see a future with you too. So they're like, maybe I'm not Mr. or Mrs. right now, but I feel like I will be. So I think they're kind of getting themselves together. What goes along with that is the Ten of Wands matching up with the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They're currently letting go of another relationship. They didn't tell this other person about you. You've been kind of a secret, actually, but surprise, whether they mentioned you or not to their ex, the ex knows about you. And to be honest, that relationship was a big waste of time. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, but they knew it. The person they were with kind of knew about you, and they wasted their own time with this person. They didn't have to be with them, but they chose to. I think that relationship was dwindling for a while because for the Seven of Cups, I kind of get the feeling they've been searching and looking for new love for a long time. Spirit, let's clarify the energy here for the collective. This person is actually wanting to get back together with you. We have the awaiting for union card. Okay, so they actually want to hook back up. They're almost ready to surrender what? Unrevealed secrets. Okay, they haven't quite told you how they feel about you. You are a blast from the past is what I'm getting. And you could be a water sign, more likely a Cancerian, but Taurus is also very strong, and Scorpio. You might also have some Capricorn in your chart. But yeah, so anyways, this person had strong feelings for you before, and it's like they've only grown even stronger lately. Their feelings for you are growing. They've been actually, here's the deal with this guy or this girl. They've been unfair in the way they hold back from you. And that really goes in with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card right there. It's because the Four of Pentacles is in reverse. They have been a little bit miserly with themselves, and this is going to rub you the wrong way, and it probably has. But I'll tell you the truth, they've always had feelings for you. So even though they've held back so much, they've held back commitment, they've held back affection, romance, love, even friendship, they've just held on to it so much. They've always had love and feelings for you. This is a deep connection that was kind of meant to come back around. They don't want to rush in and out of your life. They don't want to hurt you, and they don't want a quickie with you, okay? This is more than that, and it's deeper than that for them. So I do see that restraint is respect, okay? Respect and love. So what I see coming up this week is you can expect this person to show up and visit you. Probably show up at your house or your work, or maybe even just want to meet up together. But they're going to do they're going to do a little bit of travel, and they want to physically be around you. They're going to make efforts towards you. I would be shocked if they didn't see you. But if this person is very, very long distance, I see them taking baby steps or efforts to make plans to see you. Thank you so much, son. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Under that, we have the Judgment card. So this is coming back. Again, this blast from the past. So yeah, that's a very good idea. NK, please do financial money for all signs. Yes, I can absolutely do that. Great request, and I'll do that today for sure. Thank you for your request. I always like to listen to your guys' comments. Please just like, subscribe. That helps me. I know I'm just a baby here on YouTube. I need to grow a lot. I need you and all your help. Thank you so much. So anyways, this person, and I think it's already planned, but whether they like it or not, this week is a reunion week, okay? For a lot of you guys watching, especially if the zodiacs came up that I mentioned, this is your reunion week. You guys are coming back together from a period of confusion. We'll just say that. You're coming back together after a period of confusion. It seems like a lot of things are going to start to make sense. And mostly because they're starting to open up. The best news I've heard all week, though, is they don't want to play games with you and they don't want to hurt you. Could it be a friend request, Steph? Yes, it could be a friend request. Again, this is a blast from the past. You guys were confused on feelings before. Now we're getting straightforward. I think this is someone you used to be with or used to talk to or used to have feelings for. Okay? This could have even been someone you might have been married to in the past or super committed to. But they're ending something, okay? There is an ending of a relationship somewhere for their life, maybe even for yours. And they've got you in their sights. So they're coming in mature. I see that with the Hierophant. So I see a mature, elevated, calm, respectful, hardworking, attractive individual. We're going to talk a little bit about that Emperor because that's who they're coming in like. And it's like, I've got it under control. I plan the dates. I'll tell you when I want to see you. I'll take the lead. They're very, very sexual as well. So not in a bad way, not in a I'm going to hurt you way, but in a way where they just want to turn you on. They love to be affectionate. They love hands-on. Definitely get a lot of hands-on. Touch me, feel me, hold me. Notice how this man is behind this girl in this image. The same as this image as well. He's behind her. So I see this person has your back and is kind of coming from the past, from behind you. So this person is coming forward. All right, so we've getting quite a bit somewhere so far. And let's take another look. What is a sign? Just a sign of what you guys have been dealing with the Ten of Wands, which was a lot of BS. We have, oh my God, calm the F down. So this person definitely used to overreact. Like kind of jump to the, how do you say, jump the gun or, they overreacted on so many things and you always were like, why are you so mad? What's your problem? Thank you, Sunval. Oh, I can't wait to do your reading. Thank you. So yeah, you used to tell this person, can you calm down? Because you're overreacting or you're overthinking something or you're blowing something out of proportion. So this used to be your guys' biggest argument, is that you would say a little something and they would blow it up. Or something would happen and they would over-dramatize the situation. They always made something worse than it really was. So 99.9% of this person's problems would have been better if they just calmed down and gave it a minute before they overreacted. They got butthurt about a lot of things. And honestly, maybe they had a temper, okay? So they might have even called 911 for silly things or felt like someone was going to do it to them. But I just feel like they over-dramatized. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about your love connection. Spirit, what do you want to say about this? Well, we got two things to say here. The first one here, and look, both of these are trees. Wow, maybe that's a sign. Maybe there's a special tree somewhere. Maybe you guys are going to go under a tree. I don't know, but the tree could represent a family tree. It also represents strength, endurance, long lasting, long term, and growing. You ever heard that saying, stronger than oak? So I think these are both oak trees. So here it says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light and creating new opportunities for you and your person, for you and your life. So you guys are kind of dissolving away issues. Whatever problems you guys used to have, maybe way in the past or even just recent, those are starting to go away. And then we have manifesting miracles. So both you and your person have not only just manifested each other in each other's lives, but you're manifesting money and you're manifesting health and wealth and prosperity and just romance. So anyways, your dream that you might have if you're watching me is soon to become your reality. I want you to trust in your heart and continue to follow your heart's guidance. If you've recently gotten some new ideas, they're going to work out for you. There's a reason you got those little ideas, and it was a blessing, and it was a message from your higher self and from God and from the universe. If you did get a download, these new ideas to help you make more money or help you look better or be healthier, take it as a direct message that we're here to help you. We want to guide you on a path for the best possible life for yourself. So you're on the right path. You're manifesting what you want. I also want to say, if you've been doing any spell work, lighting any candles, doing any rituals, chants, mantras, anything, those dreams, those desires are going to come to reality. You are powerful and you're manifesting miracles. Oh, Selah, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sunval and Selah, thank you so much for your support here on my channel and getting a reading today. I love you. I'm going to send you some good vibes. Some good vibes. I wish I could hug you right now. I love you. Thank you. Okay. So let's see what this person wants to say. Let's get a confession from this person. Jeffrey, oh, thank you so much for the reading. I love you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I see you eat me. I appreciate that. I love you so much. Lots of good vibes to you guys. You're so supportive of me today. I really needed it. Thank you. All right. Confessions from your soulmate. Spirit, guide these cards to the perfect card that represents this person's heart. It's this one. A sign. They recently went camping, or they want to go camping, or you're going to go camping. But all of a sudden, camping just was a download for me here. Camp out, campfire, perhaps. I don't know. That's definitely coming up. Bottom of the deck is love. Oh, thank you so much, son. So let's see. The overall bottom line message from your person is this. I want to make love to you, which you've never experienced before, on a whole new level. They want intimacy in every way with you. I feel like your mouth, your words, your lips, your voice, your scent, your skin, your body, your energy, they just want to breathe you in. They really want to breathe you in. And they want it to be special, like it's never been with anybody else. They want to touch your soul. That's what they want to touch. And it says, your touch and your voice really heal me. So you have a very healing presence and a very, very healing energy with this person. And the next card here is karmic battles. And I'm not surprised, because down here at the bottom, look, you have karma is at work here. There's been some real obstacles for you and this person, but look, this is a confession for the current moment. Please be patient with my process of growth. I know it has ups and it has downs, and sometimes it feels like it's flatlined, okay? but I am changing and I am coming into my power as the Emperor. I am making sure that everything is in alignment so that I can be with you. I am severing my ties with the karmic situation and completing a cycle. And there's my dog barking. See, it's a sign. That's a warning. That's an alert. They're severing ties. This is a verb. It's in action. Okay. So they are currently, as of right now, fighting off this karmic lesson. Okay. It's difficult. It's not easy, but they're completing it. So they want you to know, like, hey, it may not be done and it's not complete, but I am absolutely in motion, severing it. I'm cutting it, and I want to be with you, and I want to be committed to you. I know we've had a hard time. I know we've had some struggles, but I do love you. Two of Cups. I do love you. I want to come back to you. So I definitely see this comeback. Even under the karmic card, we have reminiscing on past precious moments. I definitely get this old love, old school love, past love kind of vibe. Let's go ahead. Okay, Rosa. We're going to get a forecast, a prediction of something that might come up this week. We're going to use Colette Baron Reid, Wisdom of the Oracle. Hope you guys like this guidebook. Rose. All right. So what is going to come up this week for the collective? There we go. They don't do reversals in this deck, so I'll read both messages, like the positive one and the negative one, but we have blessed. The number 22 might be a popular number for you. Oh, 22 minutes and 2 seconds when I said that. That's crazy. Anyways, yes, 22 may be a number that's going to pop up on the clock or, you know, at the gas station, receipts, whatever have you. But that number combined with this message will tie in if it's yours or not. This is like a star card, and that's why it says blessed. So this week, you're going to have healing, recovery, and restoration and refreshment. Your relationship is going to feel revived and refreshed. By the way, bottom of the deck, time to go. They're leaving another situation this week. So, yep, you're right on target with your manifestation. They're leaving it and they're reuniting with you. Okay, so let's get your oracle. Rose! She's like, I'm going to let them know. Good girl, Rose. Okay. 22. Well, good girl, Rosie. You're just a little angel. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. The essential meaning of your oracle and your prediction for the week. Something wonderful that is unearned, unexpected. Maybe it's a grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit is coming to you. The oracle's message is, there are moments in life when sometimes out of the blue, it seems like, what? Everything is working out. It's being orchestrated by some kind of divine intervention, and you just feel blessed. And probably in ways that you can't even imagine or you find difficult to express. No. It kind of has this energy of parting the Red Sea in front of you. Events just start to come together. It's like something was banishing your troubles away, and it was just easy and natural. You're going to know deep down that part of this was just a blessing because you didn't do a whole lot to make it happen. And yet here you are, getting these rewards. This is one of those times. This week, let yourself be in awe and just in gratitude for the blessings that you're going to be having with this person. In a relationship message, you guys are going to start moving towards the deepening and more meaningful intimacy that you've been wanting in a unique and sacred partnership. You're going to feel a deep connection and you're going to feel very strongly towards this person. You know you're meant to be, and you're just going to know that this is a connection that's very divine. This union is blessed by the divine, and that this is a higher connection, meaning it brought you to the best version of yourself. This is also a sign, and probably even more important, that you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you're going to start to see evidence of grace and mercy and forgiveness in your life. In prosperity, when your money's concerned in this oracle, there's going to be an unexpected windfall. Some good fortune is going to come your way now. You're in a new phase. Wherever there was previously some difficulties with money or some obstacles or struggles, something has all of a sudden stymied your success. And all of a sudden, it just kind of seems like it's disappearing on its own. Be ready to receive. The clouds are parting. The windows of opportunity are open really wide right now this week. Accept these blessings given to you now, and don't forget to share them. Now, with every oracle, there is always that protection message, that negative aspect of the card. And this one says, humility is called for right now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you used to do. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and now what is required is nothing less than a total surrender and gratitude for help lifting you up from the mess you might have made of your life. And then you will be blessed. So for a lot of you guys, do you feel like you just kind of fell flat on your face in life with work and love and everything, and you're just like, well, I fumbled that ball. Like, I just made a real mess of my situations. That went splendidly. If that's you and you're just like, wow, I was not doing well there for a while, this is a much needed message because you're coming out of it. There's a lot of blessings here, and it's just like, finally, wow, I'm actually getting some love. I'm actually getting affection. I'm getting some attention. They're coming back around for me. Like, this person from the past, like, they're thinking about me. They never got me off their mind. They've always had a connection with me. This is crazy, but it's love. It's real love. So, with the King of Wands in reverse, I kind of feel like this isn't earned. Again, like, what did you do to get this? It's just kind of falling in your lap. I feel like this is just part of that soul contract. Sometimes it is what it is. It just comes. It just comes to certain people. All right, so I'm going to put some closure on this message. We're at 28 minutes. I think that's a good close. This is the collective, and I'm now going to do paid readings. So if you guys paid, yes. For those of you that are members, it is free and included. But let's get going. For those of you that want to pay, by the way, you can do Cash App. It should be listed below, or you could just go to my website. There's a donation button, and that's international as well, and you could do it there. But I will answer your questions. For $28, I will pull one card in the bottom of the deck, and you can pick tarot or oracle, whatever you want me to pick. And for $44, I'll do a full reading. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Okay. Sunval, I think you were first. Hey, Double A. Hey, Bree. I'm so glad to see you, Bree. Look at your little bumblebee. Oh, hi. Ling. Hi, sweetheart. Marie Hernandez, I'm so glad to see you. Eat Me. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Eat Me. I am so sorry. Gosh, you've had it so hard most of the time. You are such a trooper. I'm so glad you're coming out of those things. Sunval, I did not pay this month for the membership. I was struggling a little bit financially, but next month I should be getting back on track. That's okay. Thank you, Sun, and thank you for the reading. I appreciate you. Let's get it done. What is your question, Sun? Mama Sabrina and her little rascals. I saw your TikTok, by the way, and you're really cute. I don't know which one is you in the video with your mom, I think, and your sister or something. But if that girl, all of you are beautiful. Whoever you are in there, just stunning. Son, my question, what's going on with Mael? I keep thinking about him. Okay, let's get deep into him. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. I want to know what's going on with Mael. Why does Sun keep thinking of him? Because obviously when that happens, he's thinking about her. What is Mael thinking and feeling and wanting with Sun Val still? And what do you see happening? Well, good news, bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. Sun Val, I have a couple suitors, went on a couple dates, but I keep thinking about this idiot. Son, I feel you. I'm so glad you've met a few different people. We've had finally a good reading. That last time revealed that, which it was about time. But I think you and I both know, as much as we want you to go out there and find someone new, somehow spiritually, you always have a very deep connection, a very tight connection with Mael, as much to my surprise. I don't know what the cards are going to reveal, but we're just going to start off with bottom line, soulmate vibes. Bottom line, mutual feelings. Bottom line, he still loves you very much. He still feels deeply connected to you, and he still wants you. Of course, the big questions are actions, decisions, right? Down here we have Two of Swords. He wants to reach out to you, but he has held back. Okay? He feels like maybe it's time to just move on. Okay? But he's back and forth. Okay? Because part of him wants to go. The other part can't let you go. So there's this head over heart battle. Okay? So he's definitely at a battle right now as we're doing this reading to be in your life. And if he is reaching out, he pulls back again. So there's this, there's this little push-pull energy happening with him, but he still loves you very much, obviously. He always will. But let's get this love oracle too and just see what that's revealing. Spirit, romance, angels, show me. What does Sun Val have in store with Mael? Show me Mael and Sun. Okay, it's that one. What? Girl, that's crazy. You saw me shuffle. Well, past life relationship, you have known each other before, which I know you already know. This has been a past life connection. That's why you guys come up as soulmates. That's why your bond is so strong. It's not just this life. Clearly, there's a past life, okay, as well. So you got the same card as our reading. Bottom of the deck for you. Well, I told you, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, girl, which is why you have such a struggle freaking moving on from this butthead. And he is a butthead because I said he's a butthead. He's always been a butthead in my readings, but I know he's your butthead, and he is your soulmate for the reasons being I don't know. All right. We're going to see what card supports your message. Spirit, what supports Sun in these cards? Clarify these energies, please. Clarify these energies. clarify. Okay. Please clarify. Sun and Mael, please. Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck over here, too much to think about. And this is kind of, I just feel like he kind of gives you a headache. It's overwhelming, their connection with them. It stresses you out. For him also, it stresses him out. How he thinks about you, son? What, girl? What? Twin flame union approaching. Son, I've tried so hard, girl, to get you out of this funk. Finally, I got that read for you to meet someone else. And now this guy is coming in here again. Son, well, someone told me again that he is my destiny. And I have to deal with my doubt and trust the process. Girl, yeah, I'm right. I'm with you on that. What the heck? We're just going to read the cards and just see what this universe wants to say about it. As crazy as it may be, I am just a human. The universe knows. I'm just reading the energy. And we're going to see what happens, okay? But Mael is definitely thinking about how much he loves you and how he can't wait to get back in union with you. So he's looking forward to it. Dare I say he's even planning it. That's all he wants. That's what he wants. He wants to love you forever. He wants to love you for always. He's looking forward to some kind of a union back with you. That's in his sights and in his heart. Let's go ahead and see some of these feelings. King of Swords in the reverse. And poor judgment. This is flat out, son, I always say the wrong things. I'm an idiot. I make poor, crappy decisions. I make bad plans. I'm just a real idiot. And he frustrates himself. So this is how he feels. He's like, God, I've messed it up with Sun. I've pushed her away. I've really done it this time. Like, why am I the way I am? Why am I always saying the wrong things? Why am I holding back when I want to come in? Why do I make things so difficult? I'm kind of shooting myself in my own foot. I'm kicking myself in my own ASS. And he's just like, God, what's wrong with me? I'm such an idiot, such poor judgment. And that's what he feels like. He's just messing up at life. He's messing up at life. He's messing up with all his decisions. Again, in his mind, all he thinks about is you and how much he loves you. But in his heart, he knows he's just a big screw up. That's how he feels a lot of the time. What are some actions he's going to be trying to take? 4 of Pentacles in the upright and deliver me from temptation. He feels like it's really hard to get him to budge. Capricorn energy. He's just like, do you know how hard it is for me to freaking get out of my own way? Like, I have no control. I'm trying so hard. It's so hard. And his actions are, I am very attached to my karmic energies, very attached to my karmic ways. I'm struggling to let it go. I'm struggling to do something in a different way. He's taking a very masculine, stubborn approach, which doesn't really get him very far. Money's okay with him. I mean, you know, he could be worse. I'm making it. I am totally making it, but it's not easy. It's hard, and I wish life was easier. He's also doing some things that I would say are not legit to make money, girl. I don't know what he's doing on the side, but he's doing something on the side in some way, which doesn't feel like a completely, I'm working for it legit way to make that bag. And I just feel like he's feeling bad about it. There's some guilt about it, but he's doing what he has to do. Okay. So I get this kind of energy, son. I'm doing what I have to do to take care of myself. It doesn't always align with us, but that's what I'm having to do. And I don't want to drag you into it. So, okay, he is selling his car. Okay, well, that makes sense. And there is a car there. I definitely see he hates selling the car, but he might have to. So yeah, this is like, I got to do what I got to do. I don't want to drag you down with me, girl, but this is what's going on. So he's kind of consumed with financial stability, and those are the actions he's taking, and that's a lot of his energy. What's going to happen in your nearest future? Oh, good. So 9 of Pentacles, he's going to be okay with money. Things are going to actually get up. They're going to get better for him with money. He's going to step up into a more independent phase where that's good. Maybe he's going to sell that car, make some money, get on track, maybe do a business investment. I don't know, but he's going to get on top. So this isn't the 10 of Pence where he's like, he's got it all settled and all figured out. No, this is, I have a very good starting point now. I have a very good, I'm in a good position. I'm in a good place. And that's where he's looking at, which is independence and free from worry. His health is also going to start to improve. So is yours. I feel like everything's going to start to go right. By the way, the timing for this future event is going to be September. Maybe even September 9th, actually, is kind of speaking to me there. I would keep a lookout for that date specifically, because there's going to be some good news, like a blessing, a job, money coming in, stability, an announcement of some type, like something good. And it's independent. It's not about the whole connection. It's just, hey, I'm in a good spot now. I can breathe. I have some relief. So I see that's coming very soon. Supporting that is I'm caught up in the emotions. I'm kind of riding the wave. I feel like there might be a trip by a beach for you or him or together. Maybe there's some plans. Maybe there's a place where you guys can get wet in the water. Water is very cleansing and very purifying. Even if you guys can't make a physical destination there, I feel like that card kind of represents we're going to flush out some of the toxicity and we're going to get some good stuff. Is he back with his karmic again? He told me no, but I don't know since she is more stably financially right now. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay. But yeah, it looks like things are going to get cleansed. There's going to be a break. There's going to be some relief for him and you. I do feel that coming up. Spirit, can you use my tarot cards to guide me on a message for Sun to tell me the secrets? Ismael back with his karmic? Show us. Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Hierophant. He is not back with her, but I will say this. They are in communication, but only texting. She's reached out to him in text. He does keep her on read sometimes. He's trying to get away from the connection. He definitely left 7 of Swords. He's trying to kind of escape it. And he feels like he's running out on it. Hierophant is we're deeply committed. I'm supposed to be committed. I'm supposed to be here. But he's like, no more. I've got to get away from this. 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. It's a struggle. Oh, look, there's the karmic. Sun, it is really hard for him to leave her, but he did. 6 of Swords, resolution. He's overcoming his stuckness with her. He's finally breaking free. He's finally getting over the problems. He finally sees a resolution, and this is freeing him up with the 9 of Pentacles down the road too. He's still hurting, honestly. If he is a little bit more quiet with you than normal, this is why. It didn't matter how many years he's been trying to get away. And look, 44 minutes, 11 seconds, that's a sign. It's still hard when it's actually done. And he's going to stick to it. Knight of Pentacles. He's going to stick to being silent, keeping away from her, leaving that situation behind. He took what was his, but he feels like he's sneaking it away. They live together still, but he said they are not together sexually. And emotionally, he is trying to be financially independent so he can move out. I see that. That could definitely make sense. With the Hierophant, it's like we're still under the same roof, perhaps, still committed in other ways. But emotionally, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords, I'm gone. I do see that, and it will take some time. Knight of Pentacles, sure to come, slow to give, but he keeps his word. So it's like, I am done. 4 Swords, but they're not talking. I feel like they text each other at night. And it's weird because if they live in the same house, it's texting from the other room. So like he might be down the hall, or maybe he's just out and she texts him, you know, can you pick something up from the store? And he'll reply with something short like, okay. She's trying to go on his social media to see who he's talking to. And he's hiding that. Like, he's like, I don't want you spying on me. He is definitely pulling away from the karmic, but it is a struggle. I feel like there's kids involved. This makes him a little bit 2 of Swords back and forth, difficult with the guilt, okay? But the cut has been made. The cut, the words, the conversation, the difficult talk that it needs to be over has happened. And it's definitely severed this connection. It's severed this marital situation, if there's one, or this we live together situation, this deep connection. It's severed it. And Page of Cups here in the reverse, our love is just falling out at this point. And there's death. Yeah. This relationship is over, son. Finally, and I've been waiting forever to read this message. Let's see what he wants to say. What does he want to say to Sun? Because he's very quiet, but I just think a lot's on his mind. I'm glad he's financially going to finally turn a new leaf. He does want to get away with you. He's caught up in his emotions right now. He's a little bit more quiet than normal for Swords, but he has escaped. He's escaped the karmic snare. And that's the deliver me from temptation. 4 of Pentacles, that kind of means he's still stuck, but I'm letting go, okay? Deliver me from this. Like, I'm trying to get unstuck. And maybe she was the one being miserly, 4 of Pentacles, keeping him under her thumb because he needed her financially. But with the sale of this car, and there's a car there, so I fully believe that, that's going to help him have some freedom. And it's going to turn the new page. He's going to ride this wave. He's going to ride the wave. So what does he want to say to you? Spirit, show me Mael. What does he want to say to Sun? Intensity. Girl, my feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. So he's like, I'm not just going to say I'm broken up with her and jump into your life. Like, that's too much. And he knows that. He knows that's a lot of intensity. So he's like, right now, I know I'm on the clock. I know time's running out. But I did escape this connection. And if you have some patience, watch. I am going to move into a new era. That's really what I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck is he's finally letting go of fear. For a long time, he was making mistakes. And nothing he did or said could really ever fix them. And I feel like that's his bad decisions, okay? Poor judgment. And I just feel like he was just scared. But now he's finally jumped ship. And I see that there's some healing going on for him. 3 of Swords is a lot of healing. So what is it you don't know about his heart in regards to you at this time? Spirit, what is it Sun doesn't know about this connection? See, and this was our reading earlier today as well. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart. Continue to follow its guidance. You know, so you've been manifesting, not just your connection with him, but the fact that he's leaving it. You've manifested that. He's manifested that. It is coming to fruition. And more than that, he's manifesting money. You've been manifesting him to get money. This teamwork is working. And you got the 2 of Cups, so I do feel it's that teamwork. It's working together. And things are finally starting to happen. There's going to need to be some forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on the past events, for your life is too precious to waste. You create reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And I know you've been dating other people, and I'm so glad. And I think that shift for you really brought on the changes in him. Because the longer you stayed available there, the longer he stayed stuck. So I do feel that just that shift that you made in your own mind when you made a decision, I'm going to open up my heart and I want to go see what else is out there. That has shifted so much in you and this guy's connection. So son, yes, I've been praying for him to get more money. Yeah, well, it's working. He's telling me the truth. Communication is rare. They have a son. Yeah, well, even if they have a son, they're not communicating a lot. And she doesn't know a lot. She's in the dark. And I'm saying, even when you live together, sometimes it's like strangers in the same house. And they might communicate through text more than they do have conversation. That's just honestly what I see. And I feel like he kind of avoids the house lately with the 7 of Swords. I do feel he kind of avoids it. I feel like he comes around at night. I feel like he's not letting her know what's up with his life. I feel like she's spying a little bit. I feel like he's being dedicated not just for his own financial gain, but for his son, So I feel like he's trying to make good decisions, but, he's a little lost in how he makes them. But yeah, I do feel he's finally gone. He's not with her. That's what I'm seeing. And let's go ahead and get an oracle for you, son. Thank you so much on what Spirit wants to tell you lies ahead in your life just for you specifically. So whether or not you continue to talk to Mael or you move on with somebody else, I just want Spirit to reveal to you whatever advice he can give you about your life personally. So let's take a look at that. Spirit, what is Sun looking forward to in her life as an individual, just for her own path? What do you see coming up for her? Let's say the rest of August. Let's just see what's coming up for you. Please, Spirit, use these oracles to guide me for Sun on what's coming up for her in a prediction for August. So I'm hearing recite after me. I don't know what that means. Maybe you need to do some mantras, but recite after me is what I heard. Bottom of the deck is between worlds, and I think this really does represent you. Part of you wants to stay connected to Mael. The other part of you wants to move on. So I see you're just in between at this moment, and it's a difficult place for you to be in. Spirit understands how difficult that is because this is your soulmate. You love him very much. This is a very deep connection, but you're tired of this, and you don't want this in your energy. So we're in limbo, and Spirit's like, just breathe, right? Maybe Spirit's like, do some mantras, recite after me, because this is hard. Right? Okay. Maybe make up your own mantras. You got the regeneration card, girl, and this is for August. I love that. Something coming out of the ashes. This is very much a phoenix. Okay? The phoenix energy. Let's read this. 45, 40. Plus, it's Mercury retrograde. You know your exes are going to come back during Mercury retrograde. That's what Mercury does. It brings friends, relationships, connections with unfinished business. It brings them back. It makes you relook at them, revisit them, and re-deal with them. Reanalyze them as well to make better decisions. All right. Oh, Sun, for Grace? Okay, I will do one for Grace. Thank you. So in this regeneration message, rebirth, Sun, second chances, and new opportunities. So it's like you got the best of both worlds. Yeah, you're going to get a second chance with him, but you're also going to get a new opportunity. And that's all coming up in August. So Sun, second chances are available in August. And whatever opportunity you thought was probably dead or just not in your capabilities, it's been revived in a more authentic and stronger form. And Sun, wherever and whatever you may have perceived as a failure or even a loss is now going to be replaced with something better and even more powerful growing in its place. All right, so something even better. And this rebirth card in August is assured to step you up into your new life. And Sun, destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. In love and in a relationship, the world is based on connections and relationships. And no matter what loss has occurred in the past, or even now, death and endings are only illusions because there's always a life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating this regenerative life force. Even your heart is regenerative, and it's making you irresistible to love in all forms. Now in August is the time where you're going to start to see some evidence of your heart reemerging, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to feel love just rising up from within you. Sun, you're still moving on. He has to come completely to catch up. Good girl. I love it. I love your energy. And that's why I think where you were unable to love someone else before, you're finally able to love someone else now. That's your heart regenerating. And I've been there, and you, nice Sun, we're so much alike, but we've all been at that place, and probably a few of you guys watching, where we fell so deeply in love and we were so broken. We just thought we'd never love again. We would never, ever feel that way for anyone again. And we just felt kind of hopeless that that spark that we once felt, that was the last time. But no, we have second chances. We have new life. Our heart can be pumped in with new love again. It's just like a rebirth and the phoenix. So anyways, yeah, that's what's happening, Sun. Your heart is going to be able to fall in love again. It's like a new heart. So, you know, if you fall in love again, it's probably because your heart has healed and it's ready and fresh now. Anyways, let's jump into your money. For your financial prosperity, what happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in that lesson? The understanding that arises that recently you've had maybe some difficulties financially, or there's been some kind of a block there, just maybe even stubbornness, but it's just been a seed that lay dormant for a period of time. And then it needed to be germinated again and had to be brought back to life. Even in your subconscious, your prosperity had to push through some kind of a new awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, and more powerful versions of yourself are starting to take form. And the garden of your imagination has surfaced some new ideas or some new blessings financially. You are ripe. Success is here. There's going to be a new opportunity for money or growth financially. And it's better than before. And it's going to appear like the gifts from the gods. And now is one of those times when something that seemed like a loss or a deficit financially, and even a failure, suddenly becomes this remarkable abundance. It was like a great investment. Do not dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. And look at that, 13 people in the room, death, rebirth. I totally feel it, Sun. Exactly, your heart is open to whatever. Thank you for the reading, Steph. You spoke to my soul. Sun, I love you. You're very special to me. Don't forget that. You are very special. And I appreciate you. So in your protection message, because there's always the negative side to cards, right? Endings come in many forms. And now is the time to stop holding on to what must die, so that something better can take its place. Nature has this funny cycle. It includes disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever is just feeling funky and not working just die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your quarry, let it go. You're about to be reborn. All right. So that is your reading, girl. And that definitely sounds like manifesting miracles to me. But I think, son, we all knew he still loved you. And it didn't matter if you moved on or not. He always will. You guys have that kind of a deep connection. It just doesn't matter where you go or who you're with. You could always reach out to him and he'd be there to answer, you know? So it just is what it is with him. But I'm glad you have other opportunities. You have other people and your heart is open. I'm so glad. So I want to take a look at Grace. And what is Grace's question? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for announcing that. Yes, guys, $28 for a question. That is one card in bottom of the deck and my interpretation of a reading for you. And $44 will include a full reading. Okay. So what an amazing reading. Oh, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Spirit, let's take a look at what's going on with Grace. Spirit, can you guide and direct me with these cards? We really want to know what's happening with Grace. Please show us what's going on with Grace. Son, does Grace have a specific question about someone? The energy between Grace and Herv. Okay. And your reconciliation, let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing I'm hearing is it burns. And it feels like something's burning deep in the chest. Maybe it's a burning desire. Maybe someone feels burned. It's just a fiery, burning connection for sure. I got that vibe. Spirit, guide and direct me for Grace and Harv. What do you see coming in the near future for them? Okay. Show me the outcome. Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck for them, we've got here the Four of Cups. That's definitely feeling rejected, unrequited love, not feeling chosen. It's also about somebody being overlooked, not being appreciated. And it talks to stubbornness. And it's like somebody needs to get centered into their emotions, because right now nothing sounds right. Nothing sounds good. Nothing makes sense emotionally until we actually get a emotional grounded energy here. Spirit, show me the energy for Grace and Harv. So we have here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And the card they got is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in their love life right now. And that could be just career might be getting in the way. Somebody spending too much time at their job, too focused on it, or maybe not focused enough. It could be that money is tight. Money causes a lot of arguments between them. It could be someone struggles financially and that's keeping them from this connection, you know, but whatever it is, finances have a part to play. And that is a red flag for some reason, for someone. Spirit, clarify these cards. Someone has definitely cried what felt like a seizure. They were just shaking, hard to breathe. I don't know if that was him or her, but I feel like it was just overtaking the body in a sense where you didn't have control of it. Show me the future. Is there something also going on with police? Because I don't know, all of a sudden I heard the Law and Order theme song come in my head. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I don't know if you know that song, but Law and Order came to my mind. So bottom of the deck here, we have healing from heartbreak, which is very much like the Three of Swords. His thoughts towards Grace is selfish, and he's being difficult. He's being not very nice. He's sitting in a puddle of self-pity, and he's sitting here thinking about himself. And poor him, poor his situation. Life isn't fair. Everything's not fair, and he's not being judged fairly, and he's not being given a fair look at himself. So he feels a little bit judged, and it's difficult for him to stay positive. Obviously, he just kind of has a negative outlook on this connection. He has a negative outlook, and it's all because he's looking at it, Four of Cups, from his perspective, not Grace's perspective, not how Grace has felt, not what Grace has been through, not how she feels right now, but how he feels. So I do see some kind of one-sidedness and prickliness, if you will, like meanness even to an extent. And if it's not him doing it, he feels that way maybe from her. But in his mind, he's thinking about this selfishness. How does he feel for Grace? Eight of Wands. Hard to say goodbye. So he feels that it was a quick goodbye with Grace, like it was fast. And he's still struggling. He's still hurting. It's still really hard to get over Grace. He has a lot of fears and anxieties still in the separation of Grace, and it's too much to think about. There's a lot of heartfelt emotions he hasn't really worked out. He's literally, in description, in action, literally working on healing the heart chakra. Even this card, healing from heartbreak, which is the heart chakra. So he is in the midst right now, currently working on the healing department, and that's the Four of Cups. So he's in process, and it's just really hard for him. It's a lot coming at him right now. He felt it was very quick in some aspects. I think he still feels like he wants to reach out to Grace. The reason he wants to reach out to Grace, if when he does, would be within 2 months, but because it's too hard for him to cut her off. It's too hard for him to say goodbye. Okay? So he still needs to have this connection. He's still keeping like the door open, if you will, to Grace. So there is still a door open for communication with Grace. Some of the things that he's been up to lately, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that goes to this finances and career issues. there's some problems at work or at home, financially. Okay. There's some real financial concerns or hardships. It's a struggle. He's going through some kind of financial struggle or concern. The truth will set you free. Hermit mode, which is withholding. So money might be withheld from him right now. There might be some money withheld. Money withheld from a divorce, money withheld from a separation, money withheld from some area of his life. And maybe money is the real concern for him right now. It seems like he does have his mind on financial security. And he feels like someone hasn't been honest about money. And at the very least about career or security. He's kind of searching, doing some soul searching. What can I do to make more money? What can I do to be more successful in my career? Because he does want to provide a nicer home life, a nicer family life. He does want to provide it. And let's see what the outcome here is. Page of Wands, living in fear. So I'm seeing baby steps. Right now, he's more career or financially focused. Whatever steps he might take to Grace is minimal. Thank you, Doja. So he's just living in fear, walking on eggshells, walking on pins and needles, you know, scurrying around, scrunching around, just like very daintily, very carefully working his way around Grace. He's not going to rush in. He's not going to be quick about it. It's just, let me tiptoe around the subject. So I don't see him rushing in, but I do see some actions being taken, baby steps, towards her. Now let's see what his confessions may need to be for Grace, because once you have a connection with someone, you always have a connection with that person. It doesn't matter how long it's been or what happened. There's always that connection. We do have hard to say goodbye. We have healing from heartbreak. We have withholding his love here at the 4 Cups. So maybe she's the one withholding. I don't know. But we have this drama, okay? So let's get his heart of heart confession. Spirit, show me his heart of hearts. Show me his confession to Grace. If he could confess something to her, what would he say? Grace, if you're watching, send your energy here. What would he say? I'm hearing that song, All You Need Is Love. Na, na, na. All you need is love. You got it. All right. All we need is love. I don't know. I'm hearing that song. And I think even with this card, like, all we need is some love. There's a lack of love. There's too much focus on money, career, abundance, stability. Like, we need some love. Where's the love? Under that, we have doubt. So his heart to Grace says this. Grace, please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it, and it's making me doubt too. Just have faith and know that I will reach out to you when the divine timing is right. Trust this process. My love, everything will work out beautifully. So he feels Grace pulled away, perhaps emotionally. He feels the death of this connection. It's cold. It's icy. King of Swords. He feels the love has been drained. And there is a holding back on love, which is a struggle. And that's why I'm hearing this song, All We Need Is Love. So there is that lack. And we felt that with the 4 Cups real strong. Lack of love. He does miss you, Grace. Bottom of the deck, Grace, your eyes, your smile, your voice, your scent, your touch, your presence. I'm missing everything right now. That's why it's so hard. Remember how we have connected physically over our lifetimes together. My love for you is boundless and it will always be there. It is unconditional. I miss you being next to me, and wherever I go, I search for you everywhere. So honestly, Grace, he's not going to find what you guys had elsewhere. I don't even see that on his radar. I feel like he's lacking something. And you guys are obviously hurting. But he's definitely hurting. And the best way for him to deal with any separation and any hurt from you is to probably throw himself into career or throw himself into money. Because what else can he do? He's trying to be smart about it. He is a little bit self-absorbed here. He thinks about you often. It is really hard for him in this separation. I do see in the future he's going to take a small step towards you. Small step. But he's very scared to even make that step. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about your love. Oh, there it is. Just came out of there. So you got time. Grace, you're trying too hard. Give it time. So there is a time for separation, Grace, for you and your hun, honestly. It's one of those difficulties, and it's serious. But life is a series of constantly shifting cycles, and Grace, when we resist that change, and he could be resisting, but we resist the natural flow. And life is full of flow, so we can't create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, and you will be surprised where it leads. So don't cause any stagnation. Let this thing do what it does. I feel like this is all evolution. It needs to happen. There's definitely a break. There's a goodbye. If we're looking for like, are we going to get reunions soon? I don't see it soon. I see he's going to reach out because he misses you. I don't see a lot of big commitment or action back in union, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, but I do see some actions towards you, okay? So he cheated multiple times. So she divorced him, but I know she still loves him. Aha. So Grace is the one who's pulled away. And this is why she's being difficult in his mind. He's feeling bad about his choices and bad about himself. He feels forced to say goodbye because he did what he did. The only thing to keep him off his mind is to throw himself into his money and career. He's cheated so much. He's just trying to keep his focus off of love. 4 Cups, obviously. Keep my mind off of love. Let me focus on work. And maybe that's what he wished he would have done before he cheated. He feels like had he not had his head in the gutter and he hadn't cheated, maybe he'd still be happily married, 10 of Pentacles in the upright. Maybe his career would be flourishing. Maybe his life would be flourishing. So, yeah, he's doing some soul searching. See, the searching for the truth, the lantern. And of course he's in fear of reaching out to her because he's the one who did it wrong. So I do see that he is going to reach out like a coward, like his tail between his legs, but he will. And she paid attention to the red flags. She left him, and that was very good. Okay, so she's being very aware. And I do feel he is going to reach out when he's ready. He knows she doubts this connection. They need this time and space away. But I think it's important for Grace to walk away with the knowledge that he's not thinking about sex, definitely not in the cards. He's not looking at new relationships. He's not looking at new love. He's not even looking at love with her. He's looking at soul reflection. He's looking at growing up. He's looking at, I need to get my head on right. I need to focus on something better than that. Like, I need to be a better human. I need to be a better man. I need to get myself together. Physically, mentally, just get myself together. So I do see it. Now, I see when it comes to love, he misses her. And there must have been a lack of communication with love in the connection, because he does feel like maybe that's why he cheated. Maybe she doubted him. Maybe he felt she doubted him. Maybe he felt he wasn't loved, or there wasn't enough love in the connection, and that's why he was running out. Maybe that was one of their issues. Clearly, poor Grace felt unloved. She felt he didn't value their connection. There's always reasons on both sides. I feel he looks more to himself right now on what he was lacking than her. I don't feel it's been fair. I don't think he looks back on the connection with them and thinks, wow, look what I did to her. I think he looks back and thinks, look what I was lacking, you know? And he's beating himself up, of course, but he's also not looking at it the way I'd like him to look at it, which is why he's doing some soul searching. Page of Wands, he is going to be searching, okay? But I know he's going to reach out to Grace, and I know he does miss her. But how could he not? Grace was a very important part of his life. She meant something to him, and it's very hard to say goodbye. It's hard to heal your heart. He has a lot of fear reaching out to Grace, a lot of embarrassment and doubt, self-doubt even. But let's see what advice Spirit wants to give you, Grace, just for you, like I gave to Sun. Spirit, what does Grace need to know for Grace's life as she walks on her path? Okay, well, good things are coming to you, Grace. You got Treasure Island, and then you got Imagine. All right, so imagine what life could be like without worrying about a troublesome guy and all his fears and all his anxieties and all his baggage. Okay, because this little turtle is like, I could swim free if I didn't have this little box on my back. Just saying. But he's carrying around a treasure, and the sea turtle is eternal. So I don't know. I think there's some blessings coming your way, Grace. You deserve them. You deserve them. Any woman that's been cheated on like that, believe me, you deserve some blessings. Let's take a look at this. What does this mean for you? Spirit wants to say. All right. Grace, the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, it's all here. The results of your positive thinking can be manifested. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. This oracle's message, you've worked hard and you've acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance. And suddenly, in the midst of it all, you're going to be hitting a jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure. You've tapped into unlimited potential and happiness within. You're going to realize something in your life's going to show up, and it's going to feel like a treasure. A newfound class that just makes your day. A new friend connection, a new love connection, a new hobby, a new interest, new travel, new inspiration. Something good, something new is going to come up into your life, and it's going to inspire you, and it feels like such meaningful treasure. So others may not be so readily apparent to see what you see, but trust your intuition, Grace, to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all that long waiting and hard work and navigating your life is going to start paying off, and you're going to start seeing it externally. In all aspects of your life, you're going to see some good fortune. And that means love. That means career. It means family. It means so many things. You're going to start to see good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others. As treasure shared multiplies like magic. In love and in your relationship message, there's a treasure, and it's providing even more than you need. But you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is time of discovery. And if you've been single, it's as if everything's in sync right now and new again, and romance is going to bloom somewhere. And a love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership that will come your way is going to bring you some great gifts, valuable lessons, Keep your heart open, Grace. The message of this card is to celebrate love in whatever form it shows up and embrace what it teaches you. When it comes to your career or money and financial situation, at this time, you can be confident that success is yours. Your ideas are going to start hitting the mark. And in a true manifestation period, when you actually start to see evidence of the seeds that you planted purposefully in the past make their appearance into your reality. You're going to start seeing your dreams come true. Some aspirations are going to align. There's going to be some concrete evidence. Creative projects are going to flourish. Inspiration is going to strike. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude should lead you now because it will always bring you in more. And the protection message, which is the negative part of your card, poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough can cast a dark shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed relationships or failed expectations? Are you avoiding success in other areas that you could grow so tall, but it's because you think that others may cut you down? Is it possible that you could get caught up in fear too, that you will lose anything that you get because you always lose it? Don't be afraid to be challenged. Don't be afraid to let things expand. Your perception of limitations is just that. It's a perception. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose. Accept your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance in everything, waiting for you to claim it if you believe it. All right, Grace. Well, that is your reading. Looks like good things are going to come for you. I missed you guys, by the way. It's been a couple days, and I just wanted to say I missed you. Hey, guys. Saturn, Sage, don't have a problem with me. Oh, real one. Oh, Sun, great, thank you. You're welcome. Sunval, hopefully he has changed when he returns. Yeah, I think this would be for the better for him, Sun, to just do some soul searching about his own personal issues. Whenever a man cheats like that, it's not the partner. It's not the relationship. Really, that's the issue. It's him. It's a problem within him. And I think he's doing that walk now. I think he's going down that path. So that's good. Stephen Butler, ready to receive. Billie Jean, missed you too, Steph. Oh, thank you. All right, reading for Marie. Oh, perfect. So is that, should I let Jay go? All right. So I want to see, do you want tarot? Do you want these little oracles? Or do you want the romance angels? Or do you want these oracles? Or these? Let me know which deck you want. All right. Fix that. You're welcome. She will benefit from all stuff. Oh, thank you, son. Have you guys been out there grounding this summer? Getting out there and putting your feet there in the grass, electronically recharging yourself. Is that the right word, electronic? No, I don't know if it's electric, sorry. Electrically reviving yourself. Marie, which deck would you like? And then I'm going to do Jeffrey. The romance angels? Okay. Jeffrey, my little eat me, you are next. Okay. Let's cleanse these cards too for you. Spirit, can you guide and direct me with these oracles? Guide and direct me for Marie. Okay. And you want to know what is the energy with you and Jay? Exactly the question. Do you want to know if you and Jay have a future? Do you want to know how Jay feels about you? What exactly is your question? You and Jay have some real problems, and it's going to stem from your beliefs. It doesn't necessarily have to be religious, but it does have to be, I can't talk today. It does have to be with whether you and Jay are equally yoked, meaning that your spiritual beliefs can be meshed and melded and mixed with Jay's. And from what I'm seeing right here is no. No. And sometimes this unrequited love, there's not enough chemistry, or there's not enough attraction, or there's not enough spiritual equality here to keep this relationship going long term. I too myself have suffered with this, with someone that just didn't mesh well mentally with me. And he just didn't think like I thought about karma, about food, about reincarnation, about the zodiac signs, about numerology, about the Chinese zodiacs, about astrology, about the energy in the universe, the energy in our world, the energy with the trees. You know, women are meant to lead spiritually. Men are meant to lead the house religiously with their faith, but that's why a woman must be wise on whom she decides to make a life with, because they have to mesh. And if you do not believe how he believes, that could be a real problem, because he wants to lead in his faith. And as that masculine we're to follow, but if it doesn't align with our spiritual truth, we can't. And it creates a clash. So I myself have struggled with this and made my own decisions with that, thinking I can't even continue this. How could I be at peace in my soul, in my life, in my home, where I carry all my spiritual practices, if you cannot align with me? You know, you don't have to follow what I follow, but you need to respect it and allow me to, and not mock it, not make fun of it, not ridicule it, not judge it harshly. Like, I don't need any of that in my home space that damages my chi and my flow. So I don't know what your faith is. versus what Jay's faith is. But it looks like if you're asking the universe, are we going to have a future? What do you think about me and Jay? What is our connection? I feel like the answer is your connection is not strong enough. It's not strong enough to last a lifetime. And you have to know it's about your spiritual walk. And I think you need to get to a place where you respect your energy with spirit and what that means for you and how important that is to you. That is a relationship going to be allowed to disrupt it, come in the way of it? And that is something to think about. With the unrequited love, sure, things could change. He could change. He could open up. He could be introduced to your way of thinking or vice versa. And there could be a shift. So yeah, we're going to keep an open mind, but we have to look at the actual situation. And your card says the romance angels compassionately bring you to this card as an answer to your relationship question. The person, Jay, that you're inquiring about has many qualities that you find attractive. However, there's not enough mutual attraction in different areas that create the passion that you're really seeking. This relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase, with one partner continually retreating and disappearing. Neither person enjoys this imbalance, and this lack of chemistry is the reason. You may both share genuine love, which in itself can be a foundation for long-term relationships. But this card comes to you to simply let you know, Marie, that you need some help in understanding the missing component in which you both can sense. Every relationship is a synergy of blended energies. You can't completely control the attraction factor, but you can override and steer it. Sometimes painful childhood experiences can draw you to unhealthy relationships. And as you recreate the original situation in attempts to heal it, you can ask the angels for guidance to help you elevate your spiritual frequency so that you can attract a partner of similar nature. You deserve to be in a relationship of mutual appreciation and attraction. So it's worth your time and effort to manifest with these qualities. And the religious factor card says, this card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with your partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as a guidance to seek out a new partner at the church, at a temple, or a meeting, or a place associated with your belief. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ remarkably from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or your own religion. Quiet, please. The romance angels are helping you address this issue, and they ask you to remain true to yourself during this process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important. For example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, etc., without having the same religious affliction you do. The angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God, and everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. So here I'm not saying it's hopeless. I'm saying you could bring this to a more equally situation that's more fulfilling. But as of right now, just current reading, this is some issues. So just not feeling like you're aligned with Jay, and maybe he just doesn't do it for you. It's just not as fulfilling. And these could be factors on why. So that's what I got. I hope that gave you some answers. Eat me. Are you here? You guess you're wondering if Spirit thinks you should let him go. I feel like that question would be answered with, if you feel that you're not vibing with him, that it's not clicking well, and you resonate, you resonate with these cards. You're like, okay, I definitely feel something's missing. We're not on the same level. Then the answer is yes, Spirit wants you to let him go. But if you resonate with these cards and you feel like it could be worked on, or there needs to be topics introduced between one another, then the answer is don't go anywhere. Let's equalize this. Let's talk about our beliefs. Let's do something spiritual with one another to see if we can fix, mend, or heal this. So then that answer would be yes, stay. If you feel like spiritually this can be healed and it needs to be melded, if that makes sense. Marie, thanks, Steph. Always appreciate a reading from you. Thank you, Marie. Yeah, you know, if I felt that my person was perfect for me, but we didn't really believe in the same things, I would have some alone time with him and talk and bring up some topics and open it up and just see if, is he open? Is he open to healing? Does he want to heal? Is he curious? You know, maybe I want to hear about his life. What does he believe in? You know, I would see if we are meshing, because if not, that could be the block. So if that were me, I would try. Eat me. I want to know about surviving the current administration and avoiding being grabbed and placed in a 2-year psych ward, labor wellness camp, prison, internet concentration camp, etc. Basically, how to survive. Okay. Let's take a look. Well, I will say currently in California, the governor and the policies and that administration for California alone has been terrible for decades. So I think you'll be okay. If you could survive in the previous years, you're going to be fine now. But we'll see what's going on. And just see how things are going to be for you. Spirit, can you please guide and show me? What do you need to know? What is the truth? And what's going to happen? And what is your fate? Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck here, you are what you eat. Isn't that funny? Because your name is Eat Me on here. You are what you eat. Eat healthy. I just think this card connects with you because Spirit's like, I am connected to you. Eat me. I'm literally bringing a card with the word eat in it to connect with you. So I think that's a sign that this is real. It's deeply connected. This is going to be a direct message to you. All right, so we're going to get an oracle to kind of, instead of a romance angel, we're going to get an oracle here to kind of represent you at this moment and something that Spirit wants you to focus your energy. Spirit, where do you want to focus the energy? Okay. The throat chakra. And you're very all about speaking up, speaking out, communication, talking. I mean, that's very you. So this is about speaking truth. And I'm hearing, be careful what you speak. Be careful what you speak onto yourself. Words become things. Words are vibrations and they create your environment. They create your truth. Your words are very important. If you say, I'm this, this, and that, fill in the blank, you will be those things. If you say you're powerful and successful and loved, you will be those things. If you say I'm weak and I'm always losing and I'm failing at life, you will. Your body listens to your words. Those are a healing vibration. So your throat chakra, and what Spirit's saying is you need to focus on how you speak to yourself and what you speak into the universe and what you speak onto other people. Because you can either stir up fear, you can stir up hate, you can stir up love, you can stir up peace. It is what comes out of your mouth that creates something. So just be mindful of your words to yourself and others. Bottom of the deck is family. Spirit wants you to heal some family situations that you've been dealing with. No, you're going to have to wait for me. I'm almost done.
Well, do I just let it sit in the microwave then?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So you're going to have to work on a community, belonging, culture, tribe, and family. There needs to be some healing and some focus on this. Even if you don't talk to your own family, it would be about finding your little tribe, your community, and doing some healing within your community. I think you need to do some peace healing. I think there's too much fear and anxiety and anger in your community, and you need to build peace. So I think you and your community could do some grounding and some meditation in the park, grounding and meditation, and spreading love, spreading light, peace. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. And remember this, you are what you eat healthy. It's not just about food. It's about what you read, what you watch, what you partake in your spirit. That is what you become. Eat healthy means watch good things, listen to good things, partake in good things. Okay, so let's take a look here at what you need to know. Knight of Cups. Apology. I'm really sorry. So there is definitely a masculine energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that's going to come to you for an apology. More than likely, this is a lover. This is an affectionate partner. It doesn't have to be, but more than likely it is. This person is coming to you, and you should expect that apology. Probably within about 30 days. Expect an apology. Somebody did something wrong to you, and they're very sorry about it. They want to make peace. They want to make it right. and they want to have a good energy with you. There's a lot of warm, loving feelings with this Knight of Cups. So expect this knight in shining armor to kind of show up in your life in some way. Okay? And more than likely someone that owes you an apology. Okay? What is the truth? The Star in reverse and giving. The heart that gives gathers. Lao Tzu, giving. The Star in reverse. You need to give hope. The truth is, life is what you make of it. Are you going to survive in this economy? Are you going to survive in this administration? Are you going to survive in your state? Are you going to be put somewhere? The Star card in reverse to me means your blessings are not denied, but they're delayed. You're not going to get everything you want. For some reason, things are being held back from you. If you've been in an energy of lack, an energy of not having enough, an energy of worry, and just in an energy of negativity, then get out of that funk, because the heart that gives gathers. And this is a reaping and sowing, I feel, with the Star. And it's like, if you put good intentions out there, you're going to reap that right back. If you put, lack, worry, and negative vibes, you're going to reap that back. Whatever your heart is giving is what you're gathering. So clear your mind with the Star card. Meditate, chant mantras, find peace. The Star in reverse is avoid lots of people. Don't be the limelight. Don't be in the center of attraction. Be more to yourself. Don't put yourself out there in front of so many. This is more private, and it's about your walk with spirit, your walk with this world. And there is a lack of peace and a lack of healing, and that's the truth. And we need to find peace. More than anything, Spirit wants you to be cautious of, so far in the reading, the energy that you put out, it will come back to you. And that's what's coming out in this reading. So let's see what the near future holds. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse with strategy in the reverse. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. So this to me means what works for everybody else may not work for you. Sure, there's a lot of other people out there that get up early, and they're early birds, and they're out there getting all the goods, right? You think, oh, they're just on top of it. They're always successful. They're always the first at the pantry. They're always the first at the job line. They're always the first to be called. Like the first. And you think they're always winning. Spirit's like, listen, those people get their wins, but you're going to get them too. Because for some people, it's late at night. For some people, the second mouse gets the cheese, not the first mouse, the second. So what I'm hearing is like, it's not always who comes in first. Sometimes waiting, missing out on an opportunity is better in the long run. And I do feel like what's going to be happening to you is someone is shortchanging you. Someone is definitely taking advantage of you financially or with something physical in some way. And I feel like you're not being treated fairly, and you won't be. You won't be in the near future. And if you don't get something that you feel like you deserve, it's okay. Let that pass, because another chance is coming. So if somebody takes your spot, for example, they take your spot in line, or they take your spot somewhere that you wanted to be, or they get a job before you, Watch, let them have it. It is a loss, but you're going to get the second one. So be aware that a gift may come at a price, because when the Six of Pentacles shows up reversed, it may be something that was, probably not what you wanted, or not what you wanted to hear, or not what you needed in the first place. But whatever it is, there is some kind of an imbalance, and something is off, and you have too much of one thing going on and you're lacking in another area. So the word strategy to me is you're overgiving in one area of your life. And I want you to stop and think about that. Are you overgiving to your friends? Are you overgiving to your community? Are you overgiving in some area of your life that you're just like, I'm really overdoing it. I'm throwing all my energy into this area. And it's saying, don't do that. Don't overwork. Don't oversleep. Don't overgive. Don't overhelp. Like, if you're overdoing it in anything, you need to quit. You need a better strategy, okay? Because I know you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get something. And it's like, don't worry, you're not in a race. You're not in a rat race. If somebody else gets something, let them. Something is going to come to you too. But you need to have balance in your life. You need to have times for meditation, times for sleep, times for community, times for friends, times for quiet time at home, times for talking politics, and times to shut it down, because people can get really overzealous and obsessed. So it's like, strategize. You need to find balance in your life. And are you making time for your balance? So don't overdo it. And you might be addicted to work. So don't be. Okay? Let's see what your fate is holding. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And someone is on the way with a message. So you're waiting for something to happen. I think you might be waiting for some money, or waiting for some good news, for stability or security in something. Whatever you've planted seeds in and like dedicated yourself into, and you're just waiting for results, right? You're waiting for some, it could even be doctor's results, but we're waiting. It says, hey, don't worry, it's on the way. You don't have to wait too long. Have a little patience. You're going to be getting a phone call, a text, or a letter. You're going to be getting some communication very soon. I know it doesn't seem like soon enough, but you are going to be getting it about the situation you've been needing to hear about. Now, is this going to be positive? Is this going to help you in some way? Let's see. Is this communication going to be helpful? Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords. It's more trouble, to be honest. That's your fate. It comes at a time where you need it the most. It comes again at a time where you're struggling financially, physically. You're struggling and you need this help. They're not making a decision yet, but they will. And what I'm hearing is you're not going to get that money that you wanted right away, but it's coming. You're going to get communication. You're going to get a little bit of help, a little bit of money, but maybe it's not the message you wanted to hear. It's help and it's good, but maybe it's like a disappointment. Like, example, oh, you got that scholarship? Great. It's not $10,000. It's $3,000. And it's a little bit of a disappointment because you expected more. Just an example, right? But it's still help. It's still money. And that's kind of what I'm hearing. So it's like you're going to get help and it's taking longer than you thought, and you're a little confused on why it's not more, but you're going to get that help. And I feel like you might want to fight for more. It's saying don't stress yourself out. If you're blessed and you get a new beginning and you get a new start, you're going to get it. Be happy, be grateful for that. Don't make yourself miserable stressing out and fighting for more, because you might just get yourself sick worried, just in a bad space. You have a lot of creativity coming your way. Spirit wants you to jump on with your new business. It's going to be going well. You know, all your little endeavors, all your little things that you've been doing, they're flourishing and they're growing. You may not see a lot of growth right now, but you will. So, what I'm hearing overall in your message is have patience and have faith. Good things are going to turn out for you. Yes, you're going to make it. Yes, you're going to be okay. No, you're not going to be institutionalized. Okay? They're thinking about it, and there might be some tests. You may have to go in for some kind of analyzation, but ultimately, I think you'll be free. I think you'll be set free. It's just a setback. Okay, so I think you're going to be all right, honestly. Let's see what Spirit wants to say for you personally in your walk about what you need to know for your life right now, just in general, with everything you're going through, everything you've been worrying about, everything you want to do with your business, and how things are going to be kind of performing for you and turning out for you. Spirit, can you guide and direct us right now for that message? Oh, and it definitely came out. It just flew right over me, though. And I'm hearing life might get a little out of control, but go with the flow. Okay, so you got not for you. And it's funny because I started out with fortune cookies, and we got eat in there, which was a sign. And now we got another card with a fortune cookie. Okay. So I don't know if Chinese food or fortune cookies, or you need to get a fortune cookie, might be a sign, but this is your fortune. So something is not for you, eat me. It's just, if you're banging down someone's door, you're banging down somewhere, it's the wrong door. Don't be worried because something's a no. It's just not meant for your path. So something's not right for you. You'll know what that is. Bottom of the deck is fork in the road. And I know Two of Swords, you're kind of deciding, should I stay? Should I go? Arizona might be a healthy alternative if you're not happy in California, is what I'm hearing. So if you're in a fork in the road about where to live, maybe a change of address might be good for you, in a sense. You know, or perhaps Oregon or something like that, like a change of pace, change of direction might be good for you. So sometimes if something's not working for you, like let's just say LA is not working for you, think about moving abroad, think about moving somewhere else. That could be an answer. But get some Chinese food, get a fortune cookie. There might be a little fortune in there for you as well. Eat me, I love Chinese food. I would like to travel to China with actual Chinese food, not American Chinese food. That would be awesome. I love fortune cookies and have a Chinese food takeout bag. Oh, I love that. All right. So you're having drama with the GM in Arizona because he hasn't and doesn't want to hear about any of the drama. He is an Aryan Christian. Ah, yikes. That's a big yikes. I need to port my voucher to move states. It is a year-long process or longer. Okay, well, I could see waiting could be part of that reading because the Seven of Pentacles and just the waiting. So that could be a sign. What? I texted you. Read it. So this is a struggle, but we're going to work our way through it with your fork in the road. Let me read your oracle to you here. The not for you. Sometimes things are just not for you. A clear knowing that something is being denied to you or rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, No matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if the world is against you. You can't really get there. And you feel like you're just watching from the sidelines. And the appearance of this card indicates that you're not going to attain what you want right now. That indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled, but something like it. This is the time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you need it or want it. Take heart that there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is in your highest good. Rejection is God's protection, and something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. In relationships and love, some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them. It's obvious from the beginning, but the red flags kind of escape our observation, or we refuse to acknowledge them because we like them a lot. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not impossible to make it be, but rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. And if you are the one who must reject somebody, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. When it comes to your money in a prosperity message, you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy. But sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of all your work. Keep in mind that no effort is a waste of time. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed. And although perhaps not at this game, not at this time, know when to fold your cards. In a protection message, don't chase what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to kind of walk away, because there are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you once you get your mind off of the ones that are not working. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Even in politics at this time, maybe not to radically obsess over all the wrongs and things you can't change. Maybe radical acceptance and surrender that it is what it is and everything's going to be okay. Spirit wants only the best for you. And remember that everything that happens in the physical world is happening because that is the destiny. That is the reality of what the universe wants to happen in the world at this time. Spirit wants us to surrender our need to control that. Spirit wants only the best for us all and for you. And this is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust that and go with the flow. All right, so Emi, I hope that makes sense and that was a good reading for you. In essence, this reading spoke about be careful how you speak to yourself and be careful how you speak to others. It also let you know in this reading that someone is coming with an apology in love, which is great. It's also saying don't force something to happen if it's not happening. And remember to balance your work life with your personal spiritual life. The truth of your biggest worries is sometimes things are an illusion. We can sometimes blow something up more than it is. So find peace and serenity and catch ourselves, right? Because whatever we believe, we perceive it to be real, and it is so because we call it to be so. So it's just saying the heart that gives gathers. That to me means what you put out, you get back, you return. So yeah, in essence, this reading is like, stay positive. If something is not working out the way you wanted, that's okay. We're going to take that as a no, it's not for me, and something else is for me, and I'm on my way to that, and it's better. So all in all, I think it was a good reading, and I hope you find peace with your family or find some kind of forgiveness even on your own about that. But there may need to be some healing about it, okay? And that concludes the reading. So unless anyone else paid, I'm going to go ahead and go. Is there anyone else that paid for a reading? Thank you so much, guys. Marie and Sunval and Eat Me, thank you so much for your support and participating in these readings. May they bless you and help guide you, and I hope they were good for you. I really hope they meant something for you. Thank you so much. Did I pick up on a temporary psych hold? Yeah. I kind of do. I think it's temporary, though. I felt that with the Five of Pentacles. I kind of felt that's kind of rock bottom, down and out, hurting, and something physical, like physically wrong. And the Two of Swords, I think it's a 2-day. I think it's a 48-hour. You might choose to do that, or who knows how that's going to happen, but that, no, I don't think it's involuntary. I think it is voluntary because of the Two of Swords. I think they're kind of giving you a choice of some matter. It could be. I'm not saying 100% guarantee that you will, but I do think that it could come up. And Seven of Pentacles, it's a disappointment, but I didn't see it permanent at all. I did not. So I felt that you with the Ace of Pentacles would get out, fresh, new start, new beginning. So I felt good about that card. So I don't think anything crazy is going to go on with that. I think you're okay. And I think Spirit's just trying to heal you and put you on the right track. Eat Me, I would rather go voluntary than an involuntary if they make me choose. Yeah, I think you would be given an option of some kind of physical help with the Five of Pentacles, maybe even financial help, for sure. But I see good things there for you. I intend to go to physical hospital tonight because of the cat bite. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. All right. Well, I love you guys. I love you so much. Eat Me, I love you. Bless you guys. May you find healing and peace and prosperity. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate you. Thank you for staying here and participating. And may everything that you invest yourself into come back in a good way, tenfold into your life. Thank you so much. And if you could hit the like button and the subscribe on your way out, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you. Bye-bye.